Hey everyone, it's me. Just gonna change this real quick for twinsmommy.com. Here we go. Hi everyone. So I'm in the group. Hopefully you can hear me. Let me know. I'm gonna be talking about how to focus on a brand as a brand new blogger. There's so many things. If you're a new blogger, you're like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna focus on? All right. So I hope everyone had a good holiday. I'm doing pretty good. It's this week. I've been pretty busy because my twins are going to have their birthday party at the end of the week. They're going to be turning 7 years old. I can't believe it. They're getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So, yeah, it's a pretty busy week organizing the loot bags, organizing the activities, getting the food, the drinks, all of that. And if you don't already know, I don't know if you are on my email list. I don't even know if I told my audience for my twins mommy audience, because I do have another blog, Elna Kane, where I write to freelance writers, and I've definitely told them. But I right now I'm going through a bout of hand pain, repetitive stress injury. My husband thinks it actually might be carpal tunnel, which kind of scares me a little bit because I do writing is my main job as a freelance writer, and I'm turning around jobs right now because I cannot write consistently. In fact, Walmart reached out to me again and wants me to write for them more consistently. So I'm hoping that they can bear with this little bout of hand pain and I can pick up maybe some more writing for them in February. So it's a big impact for me. I'm a little bit worried, so I'm doing more video at least. So if you guys have any questions, just pop them in. If you don't know me, I'm the owner of this group. I'm Alna. You probably know me from Twins Mommy, so twinsmommy.com, but I do have elnakane.com to help freelance writers get started and make money through writing. So I wanted to focus on what you can focus on as a new blogger for this live. If you have any specific questions about blogging, about Pinterest marketing, about SEO, about traffic building, email marketing, all of those types of topics, just post them below. Hopefully I'll be able to see your comment and we can get to it. So I have a list here of, for me, what I feel you should be focusing on, especially if you just started a blog. So if this is like month 1, month 2, month 3, things like that, these are sort of like the building blocks of how you can build a sustainable blog that can help you make money so that you can quit your 9-to-5 job, that you can actually be at home and make money through your blog. Like this is the plan that I've been doing for starting my niche sites. Mostly, there are certain aspects I do not include for those types of sites, but in general, this is a plan that I use. And I'll share with you just sort of a map, a little overview so that you can get started. And if you have any questions within that, just post them now. I know it's kind of late, so I've had a busy day myself, so I'm kind of a little tired right now. Okay. So I'm just like my skin, I have oily skin. You can see like I'm like really oily right now because it's the end of the day. Okay. The first thing you should focus on is creating your content library. Okay. And what that means is you need to have legs with your blog. Like your blog needs to stand on its own with the content that you have. All right, so that step by itself can take years to build. With my Elna Kane site, I feel like I have created a good content library with different, I guess people call it pillars, categories for your blog niche, that you have enough content for each category that your blog niche is sort of the umbrella under, that people can come to your blog, read and understand the tips that you give that can help them. And that it's sort of like the blog to go to. So, when I want to create good, healthy recipes that include like 5 items or less, I'm going to go to the Minimalist Baker. Like that's my go-to site for that type of recipe that I want. Okay. Because I know she's going to have a lot of minimalist types of recipes on her blog, and vegan style, as well as incorporating animal-based products as well. So that's my number one go-to. When I picked up Smart Mom Ideas, when we're gonna work on this new blog that we have, the number one thing is writing content. It's getting content out there. You need something to promote. You need people to come to read, to be invested in you. So don't worry about SEO. Don't worry about email. Don't worry about making money. Don't start putting ads on. Don't start putting affiliate marketing links on. Don't do any of that in the first couple months. A lot of big influencers, especially someone like John Morrow, suggest for new bloggers to not monetize for the first year. He expects you for that first year to build content, to create that content library so that you can have raving fans come to your blog, invest in you, want to get to know you, and anything that you eventually put out, any products or any kind of monetization strategies, they're going to eat up. These people are going to be like, oh, finally, you have something like a product that can totally help me. Like I've been reading so much about just keto stuff. Now you have an actual plan to help me lose weight. Wow, I'm going to get that 21-day challenge that you're offering for, I don't know, $50 or whatever, right? So you need to build that raving fan base, and you do that with the content that you create. So having that pillar content is important. I don't expect you to create ultimate guides, big tutorials, like in your first month. I mean, it took me 2 years to write ultimate guides basically, and to offer them for my freelance writing clients. Like it's a big undertaking for a new blogger. So please don't feel pressure that you have to write long blog posts. Write what you're comfortable with, write topics that will help your audience and build that content library. All right, if you have any specific questions about the type of post or how to figure out what to write about, just pop them in, and I can tell you some tips. I'm sure there's a live in here in this group that I share about blog topics. I'm pretty sure there is one. But anyways, so content library is your main focus. When I first started Twins Mommy, I wrote 2 blog posts a week for like 6-7 months, and then 1 blog post a week from thereafter. Lately, it's been less and less because, again, I've created that content library. There's enough blog posts, so I don't need to constantly create content. I can use the content that I have to make it better, to make it bigger, to optimize it heavier. All right. So that's usually the plan for a lot of bloggers when they are established. They're not on that content machine plan of creating content and content over and over and over again. All right. They have enough content. Okay. The second thing it's a small step, but I want you to be aware of it when you're starting your blog and your brand, is to make sure that the social media profiles that you set up, like for Facebook or Instagram, are all cohesive. Like your brand name is cohesive all around social media. That's something that I didn't know, and that's something that I couldn't secure. So when I started twinsmommy.com, I couldn't get the Facebook page for Twins Mommy. I had to get Twins Mommy blog. So when you're starting your blog, when you're thinking about that name, ensure that you can create the social profiles that are cohesive. So if you have to use something like Twins Mommy blog on Facebook, see if you can secure it on YouTube, Instagram, and whatnot. But like I said, I never did that. And plus I do have 2 profiles for eCane Writes and Twins Mommy blog. So I'm sort of merging and creating new profiles, like names. So I think on Pinterest, I'm Elna4 of all things. So yeah, that's something that I didn't do, but you can learn from my mistakes. So I would see if you can do that, because it just makes it easier for people to find you. I built my name, Elna Kane, so people can just find me just by typing my name in. But if you're not using your name as your brand, then it might be harder for people to find you. I know there's a couple blogs that I visited in the past and I can't find them anywhere else. And if I forget their blog name, then I can't find them anymore. So having something that's easy to remember and to secure it everywhere will make it easier for people to find you, especially if they're searching on Google. Okay, so that's a small step. And then the next thing, so you create your content library, you have the social media profiles ready, like you've secured that, you need to start having a marketing plan to grow blog traffic. So before making money, before starting your email list, before that, you need traffic, right? You cannot grow your email list if no one comes to your blog. You need the traffic. People don't seem to realize how important traffic is. They all think about the money, but you need the people to get there. You can't build the email list. You can't even start your funnels. You can't do anything unless you have people coming to your site. Now, you don't need a lot of people. If you can optimize them heavily and convert them, you don't need a lot of people. My writer website, Innovative Inc., doesn't have a blog. It's just a service page, basically a couple pages with like my services page, why you should hire me, my contact page, and that's it. That gets probably 400 views a month, but that site has made me thousands of dollars because the people that come to my site want a freelance writer. So I've optimized that site for what little traffic I get, that I'm getting the right type of traffic. All right. And that's something that I teach in Ready Set Blog for Traffic. It's not just any traffic. I'm not teaching you how to get viral traffic and to get those viral posts so you can get spikes and spikes of traffic. I'm teaching you how to get that targeted traffic that will optimize, that you can optimize and convert easily. Okay. So as far as having like a marketing plan, the basics of marketing your blog and your content is through guest posting. So you can guest post on Imperfectly Perfect Mama if you wanted to, guest post on other sites. I know people here have dropped their links to the guest posts that they had, like on Scary Mommy, things like that. I think The Mighty was another one that a person wrote for The Mighty, and then her blog post got featured on Yahoo, which that's a really good boost, I feel like, for credibility at least, that you can say, oh, I've been featured on Yahoo. Like that's something really key. So having that marketing plan to grow your traffic, again, will help you like disperse your brand and your blog everywhere. And people will start to get to know you from that blog, from Twitter, from LinkedIn, from Facebook, wherever you're promoting your content. And then networking. When you start networking with other bloggers, then again, you can start sharing their audience. You can start collaborating with them and then growing your audience even more. So again, this marketing plan, I mean, it's very fluid, but there are so many aspects to that to start growing. And I haven't even touched on like growing on social media, but like that's key. A lot of new bloggers, they jump to Pinterest or they jump to Instagram to grow their brand and their traffic. And that's great. But I'm sure you've been hearing that Pinterest has been changing a lot. It's harder and harder for content creators like us to get traffic to our sites. So you have to look at other places like guest posting, like leveraging other people's audiences through networking and collaborating as well. So like if you have any specific questions on that, just pop them in. Oh, my hair. Sorry. At the end of the day, I like turn into a pumpkin or something and like everything is okay. So yeah, so you have the content, you start now pumping traffic to that content. You're getting eyeballs to the content. Hopefully you're going to get shares. Hopefully you're going to get comments if you're writing very valuable content in a conversational way, helping these people with their problems. They're surely going to share your content and they're going to comment on it, especially if you add a good call to action at the end of your blog post that says, share your ideas for whatever that post is about. I want to get to know what you think about whatever it is about that blog post, to open the conversation for your blog so that you can get comments. A lot of people say comments are dead and all that stuff, but I still love commenting on sites. I can pick up freelance writing jobs just from commenting. It's very easy that way. So I get people to my blog through my comments as well. So please continue with commenting. Don't make it like a huge strategy, but be mindful of that. When I visit new blogs, if I read and I'm like hooked on their content, I'm going to comment on your site because like that was an amazing blog post, right? and share it as well. Okay, so you have all that going. And then after all of that, I suggest you can focus on email list building. Okay, the whole email marketing aspect of blogging. Now, you don't have to go with this step. As I mentioned, I do start niche websites that don't have an email list because I have 3 email lists right now, but I only market to 2 of them mostly. I don't want email lists for all my little niche sites. It's not sustainable for me. And there's no reason. I'm using those sites to drive money through ads, not to create products or anything. So I don't need to build a community on those sites. But if you want to build a community, if you feel like you're going to monetize your site later on with your own products or even with like sponsored content, it's good to have that connection with your audience. And the primary way that people do that is with their email list. So, like month 2 or 3, I would start thinking about creating a lead magnet, finding an incentive idea to grow your email list. Okay, so when I first started Twins Mommy, it was probably month 2 or 3 that I created a simple checklist. It was a blog post checklist. That's all it was. And I don't know, I got a couple of hundred people subscribed. Like that was the first month. And then since after that, I was creating specific guides based on the post that I was writing. So those are called content upgrades. So you read the blog post about potty training hacks, and then you provide a little incentive, a guide like, oh, you want some more potty training hacks and a schedule? Download my potty training schedule with incentive ideas, right here. And it's specific to that blog post. I think I created about 10 or 11 of those little content upgrades. And I was able in the first 6 months to grow my list. I don't remember the exact number. It was over 1,000 for sure. I have that on my blog. All my blog traffic and income and email list growth, like for the first 10 months of Twins Mommy. So you can see how I was growing and what kind of lead magnets I was using. So yeah, I would focus on email around that time. If you don't know what kind of lead magnet you want to create, look at your blog posts. Which ones are the most popular? Which ones have the most shares or the comments? What does Google Analytics say for your content? You can also search your niche and get ideas through like BuzzSumo or Answer the Public, where you can see what's popular. What do people want to know about breastfeeding? What do people want to know about the keto plan? What do people want to know about positive parenting techniques? And see what the burning questions are. Create a lead magnet around that topic and see if it works. If not, try another one. Keep trying until you find that main lead magnet that will gain most of your subscribers. All right, so after you have the traffic, you have people coming to your site, you have an email list that's growing, then you can start monetizing your site. All right, this is the path that I took for Elna Kane and for Twins Mommy. And it's proved to be successful for me of how I focused my blog strategy. With monetizing, I started with affiliate marketing. Some people do sponsored content. So sponsored content is having brands seek you out. You write about them or you share it on social media, their product, and you get paid for that. Affiliate marketing is, again, promoting someone else's product and getting a commission based on that person using your special link to buy that product or using that link. There's a lot more to affiliate marketing, but I can't really share it right now. You can have your own products, ebooks, printables, courses, membership sites. There's lots of different ways you can monetize your own product. Even physical products you can sell. And then ads. I use display ads for my niche sites because my goal is to pump out content to get the traffic, to get the eyeballs onto my blog, and then I can gain money through my ads. And so that's a very successful way But again, that's a way that is non-engaging with my audience. I'm not trying to grow my brand or my audience on those sites. I just want the traffic to come. All right, so I'm not concerned if it's targeted. I'm not concerned if there's a high bounce rate. I get money either way if they come to my site for impression-based ads. All right, everyone. So those are the things to focus on as a new blogger, and in that order. If you guys have any questions, just pop them in. It seems very quiet right now, so that's cool. No big deal. I'm really suffering with my hand pain. So like my mouse hand, it's hurting like right under my thumb right here. So I have a tendency to, I guess I rest my hand on my mouse and it just hurts every time. And then this hand scrolls. So my husband's suggesting to use a mouse for my other hand so I can take breaks. So I'm going to probably look into that. So no typing today, probably no typing for me tomorrow either. I'm going to ice my hand, but it makes me kind of sad that I can't do any writing or typing. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this live. If you have any questions, just pop them in. I'll be around, or I'll catch the questions later. If you're watching this as a replay, just let me know. And thanks for stopping by and hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. All right. Talk to you later.